This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much. And heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last season's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Florida State Seminoles offense comes on the field to open this game. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head.
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much. And heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So Florida State's offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 45. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
First play looking to throw it. It's a short completion to the tight end.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that run on the previous play.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Noles come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Important second down play coming up.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Noles are moving quickly down the field.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
It's a shotgun run call. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Muscle for the first down. You make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Here's a great example of a back going where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. looking to pass this time. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Can you say methodical? Marathon march for just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Play action here on first down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the back gets the football. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Off the play fake on first down. Pass complete on the crosser. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. He's looking to throw. As we break for the quarter third, Florida State is on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He'll be stopped short of the first down. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it. First and 10, looking to throw.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Good enough for first down yardage. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
A quick throw out left, complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw yet again. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Seminoles pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Offense in hurry-up mode. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida State. They finish off the scoring drive. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Handoff on a single back formation. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's second and 9 for the 26. They'll give it to the back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Punting, ready to boot it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And the Noles will crank up the tempo.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Dump off caught by the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down. You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. The Noles will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? They look to throw it here on second down. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. They bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, on the completion. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Seminoles come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. No shot to bring him down.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point is good, so it's 21-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Single back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Throw to the running back in the flat. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. And looking to throw now on first down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Let's go. Scout show. Double right.
Looking for a receiver. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
The receiver looked a little bit sloppy getting out of that break slow and forced the quarterback to be late with the ball, and it made it easy for the defender to break on the pass.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Florida State.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That quarterback had to get rid of the ball quickly because that pass rush was coming. Better an incompletion than a hurried throw that leads to an interception.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. The pass is intercepted. He could go. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. comes a first down pass attempt. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looks right for a quick completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop for the defense. It's still a 5-point margin. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Knowles. No chance to catch him there.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. May stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Seminoles. A huge defensive score.
Oh, he tried to force that, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back through a pick six in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's got room to run. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He's running out of time here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Sideline catch made, but they stop him for no gain.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down, but it's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
Now it's second down here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And the Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Play fake, looking to throw. Good throw, complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Noles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Just trying to get rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter.
On the move, he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there. The kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's got it inside the 15. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. First play of the quarter, the offense has a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks an open space. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Oh, they can't bring him down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
Running out of time in the pocket. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And the Seminoles are going to cash in this red zone trip. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Grinding away with a running game. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They call it a counter run here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. He escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the pass is incomplete.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. They're going to scramble now.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? A play action looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Defense picks it up on the run. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And begin with a quick throw to the left. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runs through the defender. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. All right, test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense moving into a bunch formation. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Oh, he's bringing it back.
Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's complete on the crossing route. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. They'll look to throw it here on second down. That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with